A visionary ahead of his time, Nikola Tesla was on a mission to change the world. Although many have not heard of him, leader and inventor Nikola Tesla did extraordinary things which continue to have a profound impact on mankind. He envisioned a world and then invented it. Tesla was born in Smiljan, Croatia in 1856. Fire and water were still the main source of power and technology. Houses were heated with stoves, energy was created with water wheels, and the fire from candles and gas lamps lighted homes at night. Steam engine railroads were the new technology and were beginning to be built in the United States. Tesla had an eidetic memory, which let him recall pictures, sounds, and objects perfectly. Tesla went to the Graz Polytechnic School, a college in Austria, and studied physics and mathematics. His physics teacher, Jacob Poschel, sparked Tesla's interest in electronics. Sitting in Poschel's lectures, Tesla was introduced to a systematic way to electricity. Tesla once said, "Professor Poschel was peculiar, but what he lacked in personal magnetism, he made up in the perfection of his exposition." The university received a motor from Paris and it was sparking badly. The motor had metal brushes that would touch the rotating part of the motor. Electricity would go through these brushes and get transferred to the rotor. The brushes were causing the motor to create these dangerous sparks. Tesla envisioned making a brushless motor that didn't spark. He presented it to his professor. The professor made a lecture out of it and concluded that Mr. Tesla may accomplish great things, but he will never accomplish this. His professor was wrong. Tesla pondered the problem and one day envisioned the solution. While walking through the park, he drew images of the induction motor in the sand. 6 years later, he presented these successful ideas in his address to the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. Tesla envisioned the induction motor and then invented it. The AC motor Tesla invented is now used in many appliances and industries. In fact, it is the most common motor used today. AC motors have powered most of the familiar appliances of 21st century life, from refrigerators to coffee grinders, according to Tesla Master of Lightning.
He played a critical role and is credited as the inventor of the induction motor. And that motor is the most widely used electric motor in use today in industry. And not only industry, in your home, in your washing machine, and your dishwasher, and a whole variety of other appliances, but also in industry to turn big electrical equipment and run all sorts of industrial processes.
Today, the Tesla Motor Company is using AC brushless induction motors in its all-electric cars. The company's design is based on Tesla's original patent. Eventually, Tesla dropped out of school and traveled to Paris to work for the Continental Edison Company. Just like in school, Tesla would soon become his master's rival. At this point, Edison was Tesla's boss, but that would soon change. Upon recommendation of Charles Batchelor, Tesla's employer in Paris, Tesla went to America. In Batchelor's letter to Edison, he stated, "I know two great men. One is you, and the other is this young man." Now Tesla was working directly for Edison in New York. Tesla started out with simple electronic tasks, but Edison was quickly providing him with more complex problems. At one point, Edison told Tesla that he would pay $50,000 if Tesla could improve Edison's inefficient dynamo design. Upon working on it for months, Tesla presented him with an improved design. Edison simply replied, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla never got the money and quit soon after. Tesla created his own company called Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing. However, his investors soon lost hope and stopped funding his work. This left Tesla to do many low-paying jobs, from electrical repair to digging ditches for $2 a day, so he could pay off his bills. In late 1886, Tesla met Alfred S. Brown, a superintendent, and New York attorney Charles Peck. The two men had experience in setting up companies. Based on Tesla's patents and other ideas, they agreed to back him financially and handle his patents. In April 1887, they formed the Tesla Electric Company, with an agreement that profits from the patents would go 1/3 to Tesla, 1/3 to development, and 1/3 to the investors. They set up a laboratory for Tesla in Manhattan, where he worked on improving and developing new types of electric motors and other electronics. In 1888, engineers that worked for Westinghouse Electric recommended to George Westinghouse that Tesla join the organization. Westinghouse had been looking for a good alternating current system for quite some time. Westinghouse thought about using a different system by the Italian engineer Galileo Ferraris, but decided that Tesla's system would make more money and was more practical. Working at the Westinghouse labs, Tesla perfected an alternating current system to power streetcars. He then converted it to power the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago. Westinghouse Electric won the bid over Edison's General Electric Company to power the World's Fair, and used Tesla's system to do so. Once again, Tesla envisioned a system and then invented it. This electrical system was originally used at the 1893 World's Fair. This is essentially the same system used in nearly every home across the United States. It also continues to be the modern power system in most countries. In 1893, Richard Dean Adams wanted Tesla's opinion on what system would be best to utilize Niagara Falls to make energy. Tesla told Adams that a two-phase system would work best. He had designed a Westinghouse electric system made to power light bulbs using alternating current that would work. Because of Tesla's advice and Westinghouse's demonstration at the World's Fair, a contract for building the AC generating system at Niagara Falls was given to Westinghouse Electric. Tesla designed and recommended this system and then invented it. The turbines in Niagara Falls continue to be used to generate power today and have not changed since their installation. The turbines supply 50% of power to New York City. Afterward, Nikola Tesla moved his laboratory to Colorado Springs, Colorado. He continued to lead with ideas and inventions throughout his life. Tesla once said, "The opinions of the world do not affect me. I have placed as the real values of my life what follows when I am dead." Although Tesla did not amass a huge fortune, his example of leadership in revolutionizing the delivery of electrical power and his legacy of providing this to mankind live on.
Those of us who work in the field recognize and have an awful lot of respect for Tesla as being one of those perhaps a bit unsung heroes that really deserves our deepest respect and thanks for all the wonderful things that he did for us, and we continue to live with his legacy today.
More than 70 years after his death, his legacy is in the technology used today, like cell phones, fluorescent lights, and X-rays. His name is on everything from cutting-edge cars to awards for pioneering deeds to newly discovered planets. He led by doing. Tesla envisioned what could be and then invented, an attitude that holds promise for solving the problems of today and tomorrow.